So I'm pretty sure you've heard that the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE is really cool, great value for money, and a step in the right direction for Samsung. And while I don't dispute any of these facts, no smartphone is without its caveats, and no smartphone is perfect. So, what's the catch with the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE? Hey there tech heads, and like I mentioned earlier, today we're taking a look at the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE and if it's as good as Samsung really wants you to believe it is. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the video. The Samsung Galaxy S20 FE follows the trend Samsung set earlier this year with the Samsung Galaxy S10 Lite and Note 10 Lite, where they attempted to bring us a flagship level performance at a less than flagship price, and they succeeded for the most part. On those devices, you get the Snapdragon 855, great battery life, a pretty good design, and decent cameras. Since Samsung already released a line of budget flagships this year, then what makes the S20 FE different or even significant? Well, a couple of things actually. On the S20 FE, you get a 6.5-inch 1080p AMOLED display with a high refresh rate of 120Hz, which further immerses you into the flagship experience. The display features a tiny hole punch in the center and is HDR10+ capable, which makes content consumption an amazing experience. No other smartphone company does it like Samsung when it comes to displays. It's not all good news though, and I'll get to the disadvantages of this display and the other parts of the device later in the video, so make sure you do not go anywhere. Now, battery life on the S20 FE leaves nothing to be desired, as it comes with a 4500 mAh battery, which should be more than enough to last you through a full day, and if you're a power user and it does not last you through the day, then you've got 25 watts fast charging to help you top up during the day as well. There's also 15-watt wireless charging if you prefer that method, and you can wirelessly charge other devices using the reverse wireless charge feature built into the device. And if you're enjoying the video this far, a sub would be absolutely wonderful. Now, another area where the S20 FE shines is in performance. It comes equipped with the Snapdragon 865 and 6 or 8 GB of RAM depending on what variant you get, and it handles every single task you throw at it, be it multitasking to playing demanding games like PUBG or Call of Duty Mobile. This device performs very well without even breaking a sweat. Scrolling through the UI feels super fast and buttery thanks to that high refresh rate display and the optimization of One UI 2.5. Now when it comes to the camera performance, I've got very little to complain about as the camera performs just like its flagship siblings and you get stunning results from the very capable triple camera setup, which features a 12 megapixel wide sensor, an 8 megapixel 3x telephoto sensor, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide sensor. Performance throughout these three cameras is majorly consistent and you get great shots and portraits even in less than average lighting conditions. But I did notice an issue with the telephoto lens, which I will address a bit later when I'm talking about the cons of this device, so make sure to keep watching so you do not miss that. Now, getting to the point quite a number of people had a problem with: the build quality. The Samsung Galaxy S20 FE comes sporting a plastic rear with a very nice matte finish on it, which allows even wireless and reverse wireless charging. It's also got an aluminum frame and a glass front and is IP68 water and dust resistant. Now, this is where most of the disadvantages of this device are. Number one, that display. And while I mentioned earlier that the display is great, which it is, what is not so great is the protection that the display has. The Samsung Galaxy S20 FE comes with Gorilla Glass 3, which is a far cry from the industry-leading Gorilla Glass 5 and Gorilla Glass Victus as seen on other smartphones and flagships. Gorilla Glass 3 is much more susceptible to scratches than Gorilla Glass 5 and Gorilla Glass Victus, and that could be a problem as a lot of people have complained about their S20 FE scratching very easily. My advice would be to get a tempered glass screen protector attached to this device as soon as possible so you can avoid having your beautiful display getting scratches. Some users have also complained of screen flickering and unresponsiveness with their units, but the unit I was able to get my hands on doesn't seem to have any of those issues. Now, the other issue I have with this device is with the telephoto lens. I noticed that when using the telephoto lens in less than optimal lighting condition, the phone would default to using a digital zoom rather than the dedicated telephoto lens, and that would result in lower quality and more noisy images. So, should you get the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE? Well, that depends a lot on you actually. If you would prefer to have the best camera performance for this price range, then you would have to go for the Google Pixel 5. And if you would prefer to have the best performance specs for this price range, then you would have to go for the OnePlus 8T with its 12GB of RAM. What you do get with the S20 FE, however, is a lot of features both in the hardware and software. You've got reverse wireless charging, which is absent in both the Pixel and OnePlus. You've got a Snapdragon 865 and a telephoto lens, which the Pixel is lacking. You've got wireless charging and an IP68 rating, which the OnePlus 8T is lacking. You've got the customizability of One UI with apps like Good Lock and Nice Lock and features like Pro Video Mode. The Samsung Galaxy S20 FE does a lot of things right. It's a jack of all trades smartphones and it doesn't really do anything perfectly. But if you're a consumer who just wants a good smartphone that would take great pictures and performs very well and will not break if you drop it into the toilet, then I don't think you can go wrong with getting the S20 FE, especially seeing as how flagships are just getting more and more expensive. So basically, those were my thoughts on the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to smash that like button and subscribe as we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and it would be awesome if we could get there before the end of the year. Please, let's get there before the end of the year. Also, make sure to check out my previous videos. They'll be floating beside me as they usually do. Check out our podcast as well. Links will be in the description box below. And yeah, with that said, you stay cool, stay safe, wear your mask as always, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.